Hey everybody, Jessica Coulter here, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. Today we're going to be talking about self-plagiarizing, what that is, what it means, and how to avoid it. So if you are like me and are going, what is self-plagiarizing, how is that a thing, I want to know with a question mark down below in the comments. And feel free to hit that like button for me to let me know you're there listening and that this message is relevant to you. So guys, I have written a lot of paper as well, as a high school student and as a graduate of a very liberal arts college. So definitely know how to write a paper, love to write them, and that's one of my specialties as the CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. So if you have a need, whether it's proofreading or actually writing the paper, I want to help you out. So let's jump into it, guys. There are about 3 things I want to tell you in the next couple minutes about self-plagiarizing, how to avoid it. This information is coming from plagiarism.org. So if you want to check that out after the video, definitely encourage you to do so. So the kind of summed up version of this information that I wasn't aware of until very recently. You know, we all ask ourselves, hey, I write this paper for this class. I have a need for a very similar paper in this other class because it's pretty much the same topic, pretty much the same requirements. Can I reuse the paper? Well, according to plagiarism.org, the answer is no, that you can self-plagiarize yourself. So basically, you turn in a paper for Professor X, and you already turned it in for Professor A. Well, now you've just committed plagiarism because you didn't cite yourself in that second paper. So, crazy, I had no idea that was a thing. It's surprising to me, and it seems a little crazy when I think about college applications and how you turn in a very similar essay to multiple colleges, to multiple scholarships. It just seems kind of crazy. So, again, if you're just now tuning in, let me know, if this was something new to you. Give me a question mark down below. And I do also encourage you to stick around. We're going to go over 2 ways to make sure you don't get accused of plagiarizing. Before I do, though, I want to encourage you to join my Facebook group. There's a link here on the screen or over in the description. If you want to write great papers and you want to avoid those convention errors, grammar errors, join my Facebook group so that way you'll know the next time I host a writing workshop, which will be very soon. So guys, now that we have an idea of what self-plagiarism is and what it means, let's talk about how to avoid it. Well, you have to cite your sources. So like when we write a research paper and we have to use MLA formatting or APA or whatever it is that you're using, well, if you're going to use your paper for Professor X that you've already turned in for Professor A, you have to turn in that paper to Professor X with citations from yourself, so from your previous paper, in that new version of the paper so you don't get in trouble. So that basically if Turnitin or one of those other online programs is used to see if plagiarism has occurred, you need to cite yourself. Okay, I know that seems crazy. Now, I do have one more thing I want to tell you, another way to kind of get around this worry of plagiarism, because it is a big deal. I mean, there's legal ramifications, you get kicked out of school, all sorts of big serious stuff. But before I tell you that though, guys, if I haven't said it already, if you're watching this on YouTube, awesome. I hope you're a subscriber of my channel. If you're not, encourage you to do so now or very soon. And if you're on Facebook watching this, I hope you're a follower, because if you're not, again, click that follow button very soon, if not now. So, very last thing here to mention, guys, before we wrap it up, is to know that, according to plagiarism.org, and what just seems like a good rule of thumb anyway, is you've written this paper, say it was a 5-page paper for a high school class, so it's lower level, maybe it didn't go as in depth. You're in a class in college that you realize, hey, this paper that I used before was a really great starting point. Well, what I would encourage you, and so with this website, is to go to your teacher, explain the situation, and just get the okay. The reason why is that you can go back to that original paper, use some of those sources, just dig a little deeper, expand your thoughts, maybe take a different perspective depending on if you're doing an argumentative paper versus just a research paper. But do know there's no reason to waste that previous effort. Just know you have to do it the right way so you don't get accused of plagiarizing yourself. Yes, you can plagiarize yourself just as easily as other people. So thanks so much for being here, guys. I appreciate you watching this on Facebook and or on YouTube. And remember, join my Facebook group so I can help you become a better writer, avoid those little kind of silly grammar and convention mistakes so you get a better grade on your next paper. Have a good night.